Is there a way to keep bones strong, muscles flexible, and the heart healthy, especially as we enter our golden years? We won't just talk about the amount of calcium, but also delve into absorption rates, overall nutritional value, impact on bones, joints, cardiovascular health, muscle mass, convenience, and long-term sustainability. I guarantee that after this video, you will have a completely new perspective and know exactly which calcium source you should choose. Let's get started. Let's begin with a familiar calcium source that almost everyone thinks of first: fresh milk. For seniors, I especially emphasize unsweetened, low-fat, or skim milk. Milk is an abundant, easily accessible source of calcium, and calcium absorption from milk is quite good thanks to the presence of natural or fortified vitamin D. Calcium in milk supports strong bones, preventing osteoporosis. In addition, milk also provides protein, which helps maintain muscle mass, an extremely important factor in combating sarcopenia in the elderly. Regarding cardiovascular health, choosing low-fat varieties helps limit saturated fat. The convenience of milk is undeniable. It can be consumed daily. However, some seniors may experience lactose intolerance issues. Based on this analysis, I believe unsweetened, low-fat milk is truly a strong contender. I'm going to place this calcium source in the A tier. Next, we'll talk about a very common and affordable calcium supplement: calcium carbonate. This type has the highest elemental calcium content, meaning you get more calcium per tablet. It is very effective in supporting bone and joint health, helping to reduce the risk of osteoporosis. However, the biggest drawback of calcium carbonate is its absorption. It needs stomach acid to be best absorbed, so it is often recommended to take it during or immediately after a meal. This can cause stomach discomfort and constipation for some people, especially seniors with sensitive digestive systems. Furthermore, it offers no other overall nutritional value beyond calcium. Due to these limitations in absorption and potential side effects, despite its high calcium content, it is not the most optimal choice for seniors. Therefore, I must place calcium carbonate in the C tier. Oh, now we come to a real star that few might expect. Canned sardines, especially those with soft, edible bones, are a treasure trove of nutrition for seniors. Not only do they provide a huge amount of calcium from the fish bones, which is absorbed extremely well, but they are also rich in natural vitamin D, omega-3, high-quality protein, and other minerals. Omega-3 are excellent for cardiovascular health, help reduce inflammation, and support brain function. Protein helps fight muscle loss, and vitamin D and calcium are the perfect duo for bone and joint health. In terms of suitability for seniors, they are very easy to eat, easy to digest, and convenient. You can add them to salads, sandwiches, or eat them with rice. Their overall nutritional value surpasses many other sources. With all these outstanding benefits, canned sardines deserve the highest position. I've decided to rank canned sardines in the S tier. Let's talk about a refreshing drink that many people love: orange juice. Its calcium and vitamin D fortified version is quite a smart choice. It provides calcium and vitamin D levels comparable to milk, which is great for bone and joint health and helps the body absorb calcium more effectively. Natural vitamin C in orange juice is also a powerful antioxidant, supporting the immune system. The convenience is undeniable. You just pour and drink. However, we need to be cautious about the sugar content in orange juice. Even the no-added sugar versions contain natural fruit sugars, which are not always ideal for seniors, especially those with a history of diabetes or who need to control their blood sugar. Furthermore, it does not provide protein to support muscle mass. While a convenient option, these limitations prevent it from reaching the highest rank. So, I will place calcium and vitamin D fortified orange juice in the B tier. Moving on to a small, but mighty superfood: chia seeds. Chia seeds are not only a significant source of calcium, but also a treasure trove of overall nutrition. They are rich in fiber, omega-3, good for heart health and reducing inflammation, plant-based protein, magnesium, and phosphorus. The calcium in chia seeds is excellent for bones, and the fiber helps with healthy digestion, reducing constipation, a common issue in older adults. Omega-3 support cardiovascular and brain health. They are incredibly versatile and easy to add to the diet. Sprinkle on yogurt, salads, make pudding, or mix with water. However, the amount of calcium per serving of chia seeds is not as high compared to milk or sardines. You need to consume a relatively large amount to reach the desired calcium level. Nevertheless, with superior overall nutritional value and suitability for seniors, chia seeds are an excellent addition. I rank chia seeds in the A tier. Yes, we cannot overlook dark leafy greens, especially kale. Kale is a nutritional superhero with an incredible amount of calcium, along with vitamin K, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Vitamin K is especially important for bone and joint health, helping to properly direct calcium into the bones. Vitamin C supports the immune system and collagen production, which is good for skin and joints. Calcium absorption from kale is considered quite good. It is also rich in fiber, aiding digestion. However, to get enough calcium, you need to consume a considerable amount of kale daily, which might not be easy for some seniors. Preparation also takes a little time. Nevertheless, with its comprehensive benefits for bones, joints, and overall nutrition, kale is an excellent choice. Therefore, I will place kale in the A tier. Returning to the world of supplements, calcium citrate is another option. Compared to calcium carbonate, calcium citrate has better absorption, especially since it does not require much stomach acid for absorption, so it can be taken anytime, even on an empty stomach. This reduces the risk of stomach discomfort or constipation, which is a major advantage for seniors. It still effectively provides calcium for bones and joints. However, the elemental calcium content per tablet of calcium citrate is lower than calcium carbonate, meaning you may need to take more tablets to achieve the desired dosage. The cost is also often slightly higher. Nevertheless, with superior absorption and fewer side effects, I believe calcium citrate is a better calcium supplement choice for seniors. Therefore, I rank calcium citrate in the B tier. Unsweetened yogurt is a great friend to the digestive system and also an excellent source of calcium. In addition to calcium, yogurt contains probiotic beneficial bacteria, which are very good for the gut, helping to improve digestion and boost the immune system, which is especially important for seniors. It also provides high-quality protein, helping to maintain muscle mass. Calcium absorption from yogurt is very good. It is convenient, easy to eat, and can be combined with various fruits and nuts to enhance nutrition. Being unsweetened is a major plus for blood sugar control. Yogurt is also often better tolerated than fresh milk for people with mild lactose intolerance. With all these advantages, from bone and joint health, muscle mass, digestion, to convenience, unsweetened yogurt deserves a very high position. I have no hesitation in placing unsweetened yogurt in the S tier. Almonds, a delicious and nutritious nut, are also a significant source of calcium. In addition to calcium, almonds provide vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, magnesium, plant-based protein, and fiber. Magnesium is crucial for calcium absorption and bone health, while vitamin E and other antioxidants support cardiovascular health and fight the aging process. Fiber aids healthy digestion. However, the calcium content in almonds is not exceptionally high. You need to consume a large quantity to get a significant amount of calcium. Additionally, almonds are high in calories, so moderate consumption is needed to avoid weight gain. While it's a comprehensively nutritious food, if only considering calcium content, it's not the most efficient source. Therefore, I will place almonds in the B tier. Cheese is a concentrated and very delicious source of calcium. Like milk and yogurt, cheese provides a large amount of calcium, abundant protein, and often vitamin D. Protein helps maintain muscle mass. Calcium in cheese is also easily absorbed. However, a point to note is that cheese often has high saturated fat and sodium content, which is not ideal for seniors with cardiovascular issues or high blood pressure. It's advisable to choose low-fat cheese or consume it in moderation. The convenience of cheese is that it can be eaten with many different dishes. If fat and salt intake are controlled, cheese remains a good calcium source. Overall, with its potential for calcium and protein, but some limitations regarding fat and sodium, I think cheese fits well in a mid-level position. I rank cheese in the A tier. Tofu, especially the kind prepared with calcium salt, calcium sulfate, is an excellent calcium source for vegetarians or those with lactose intolerance. It is not only rich in calcium, but also provides high-quality plant-based protein, which helps maintain muscle mass and is low in saturated fat. Tofu also contains isoflavones, which can be beneficial for bone and joint health and cardiovascular health. Calcium absorption from tofu is considered quite good. It is very versatile in cooking, from savory to vegetarian dishes. Its suitability for seniors is very high because it is soft, easy to digest, and provides many important nutrients without burdening the digestive system. With all these advantages, tofu is certainly a strong candidate. I will place tofu in the S tier. Similar to sardines, salmon, especially the type prepared so that its bones are soft and edible, is an extremely valuable source of calcium. In addition to calcium from the bones, salmon is famous for its abundant content of EPA and DHA, omega-3, which are incredibly beneficial fats for cardiovascular health, reducing joint inflammation, and supporting brain function. It is also an excellent source of protein, helping to maintain muscle mass and rich in natural vitamin D, a key factor in calcium absorption. Canned salmon often has soft, edible bones and is convenient. However, not all types of salmon have edible bones. Overall, with its perfect combination of calcium, vitamin D, omega-3 seconds, and protein, salmon deserves high praise. Therefore, I confirm salmon's position in the S tier. Broccoli is a familiar green vegetable and also a good source of calcium, although not as high as kale. It is also rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber. Vitamins K and C are both very important for bone and joint health and the immune system. Fiber aids digestion. Calcium absorption from broccoli is considered quite good. However, like kale, you need to eat a significant amount of broccoli to get enough calcium. Preparation also takes time, although it is a healthy food that offers many nutritional benefits. If considering only effective calcium content relative to the amount needed to be eaten, it has some limitations. With its overall nutritional advantages, but not outstanding calcium content when compared to other sources, I will place broccoli in the B tier. For those who are lactose intolerant or want to avoid animal milk, calcium-fortified soy milk is an excellent alternative. It is fortified with calcium and vitamin D to reach levels comparable to cow's milk, which is great for bone and joint health. Soy milk also provides high-quality plant-based protein, helping to maintain muscle mass. It is also low in saturated fat and contains no cholesterol, benefiting cardiovascular health. Its convenience means it can be consumed daily or used in cooking. However, some people may not like the taste of soy milk or may be allergic to soy. But overall, with its effective ability to replace cow's milk and provide essential nutrients, I think calcium-fortified soy milk deserves a good position. Its place is in the A tier. Similar to soy milk, calcium-fortified almond milk is also a popular choice for those looking to avoid cow's milk. It is often supplemented with calcium and vitamin D to support bone and joint health. Almond milk has a mild, easy-to-drink flavor and is typically low in calories. However, almond milk's weakness is its significantly lower protein content compared to cow's milk or soy milk, meaning it doesn't contribute much to maintaining muscle mass. Although it has added calcium, its overall nutritional value in terms of protein is limited. Therefore, despite being convenient and containing calcium, it is not as comprehensive as some other options. I will place calcium-fortified almond milk in the B tier. Tiny sesame seeds are a rich source of calcium, especially black sesame seeds. In addition to calcium, sesame seeds provide magnesium, copper, manganese, fiber, and healthy fats. Magnesium and copper are important minerals for bone health. Fiber aids healthy digestion. Sesame seeds can be easily sprinkled on dishes, salads, or used in baking. However, like almonds and chia seeds, you need to consume a relatively large amount of sesame seeds to obtain a significant amount of calcium, and their calorie content is also quite high. While they offer many good nutrients, they are not the most effective calcium source for seniors based on a small serving. With diverse nutritional value but requiring a large consumption for high calcium effectiveness, I have decided to place sesame seeds in the B tier. Dried figs are a sweet fruit and also a surprising source of calcium. They also contain a good amount of fiber, potassium, and magnesium. Fiber helps improve digestion, potassium supports heart health and blood pressure, and magnesium is important for bones. However, the calcium content in dried figs is not very high. You need to eat a significant amount. Furthermore, dried figs have a very high natural sugar content, which is not an ideal choice for seniors who need to control their blood sugar. Consuming too much can also lead to weight gain. Although they contain calcium and fiber, the high sugar content is a major drawback. I must place dried figs in the C tier. White beans and lentils are legumes rich in fiber, plant-based protein, and many minerals, including calcium. They are excellent foods for cardiovascular health, helping to control blood sugar and cholesterol. The plant protein in beans also helps maintain muscle mass. Fiber aids healthy digestion. However, the calcium content in white beans and lentils is not very high compared to other sources like milk, sardines, or tofu. You would need to eat a large quantity to achieve a significant amount of calcium. Additionally, some people may experience bloating when eating beans. While they are overall very nutritious foods, if considering only calcium effectiveness, they are not a top choice. Therefore, I rank white beans and lentils in the B tier. Bok choy is another leafy green vegetable that provides calcium, along with vitamins A, C, and K. Like kale, the vitamin K in bok choy is excellent for bones. It also contains antioxidants and fiber. Calcium absorption from bok choy is quite good, and it is low in calories. Bok choy is a bit softer than kale, so it may be easier for seniors to eat. However, to get enough calcium, you still need to eat a considerable amount. Although it is a very healthy food with many nutritional benefits, its individual calcium content is not outstanding compared to other superior sources. Therefore, I will place bok choy in the B tier. Calcium-fortified breakfast cereals seem like a convenient option for breakfast. They are supplemented with calcium and often vitamin D, iron, and B vitamins. This helps provide a significant amount of calcium and other micronutrients. The convenience is undeniable. Just pour into a bowl, add milk, and you have breakfast. However, many types of breakfast cereals are very high in sugar, and fiber is often insufficient, especially processed cereals. High sugar content is not good for seniors, particularly those at risk of diabetes or who want to control their blood sugar. Although they contain calcium, the drawbacks regarding sugar and overall low nutritional value diminish their worth. Therefore, I must place calcium-fortified breakfast cereals in the C tier. Here is a rather special and increasingly popular calcium supplement. Algae-derived calcium, typically Aquamin F. This type of calcium is extracted from red algae, lithothamian, a natural organic calcium source. Its unique feature is that it not only provides calcium, but also contains a large amount of magnesium and over 70 other trace minerals, all in highly absorbable forms. This diversity of minerals helps enhance calcium absorption, supports overall bone and joint health, and benefits many other bodily functions, including cardiovascular and muscle health. It causes less constipation or stomach discomfort than calcium carbonate. With its natural origin, good absorption, and superior overall nutritional value due to the combination of multiple minerals, algae-derived calcium is an extremely ideal choice for seniors. I have no hesitation in placing algae-derived calcium in the S tier. Calcium-fortified bread is another convenient product on the market. It is supplemented with calcium to help us easily increase our intake of this mineral in daily meals. For seniors, it can be a simple way to supplement calcium if they regularly eat bread. However, similar to cereals, we need to consider the overall composition of the bread. Many types of fortified white bread lack fiber and other nutrients. Sugar and salt content can also be an issue. To be truly beneficial, you should choose whole-grain calcium-fortified bread. If considering only calcium supplementation while overlooking other nutritional factors, it is not the optimal choice. For these reasons, I will place calcium-fortified bread in the C tier. I hope this video has provided you with useful information and helped you make smarter decisions for your bone, joint, muscle, and heart health. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, share it with friends and family, and subscribe. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. Wishing you always good health and full of energy. See you in the next video.